Hello again, Struck Quap. Welcome back to another stream of mine today. And I'm doing part 2. Today I already streamed once and there's gonna be a second part already. And Alex Sauter says just click, was expecting more than this. Yeah, Alex, I am I'm gonna log in with this hero, and we've just finished the story. I had my dinner after finishing Act 3, and now it's just me leveling up with Faziers and map works, I mean, and stuff like that, and trying to get items. You can see I'm right now level 45, which I guess is the new level you end up finishing the story on. The lowest level in the Fazier is 46, so we are already starting at a slight disadvantage. Just slight though, nothing too serious in regards to that. So yeah, time for end game, post story activities. But first I've got some wood that I haven't sorted. I should have probably sorted it before the stream. I'm just gonna do a dump. I'm gonna dump everything out here. I'm just gonna dump everything here and then go on it later. Actually, I'm gonna keep this with me. And I think we're good to go. And now, yeah, this build was shaping up well, but that's not really the build. For the final build, I'm gonna remove Chaotic Strikes, or maybe just keep it at level 1, because I don't want this to be a Mayhem, Egg of Mayhem build. I want it to be a casting speed, Conjure Electrode, 1000 volt burst build with a lot of mana cost reduction and mana regeneration, and spamming Entropy and spamming Holy Bolt, things like that. We'll see how it goes. It's time for the Fazier, and I think I need to go to Travel Point. I should have actually... I forgot, I should have teleported to Travel before my fort. Let's get the Fazier dungeon item and just push through the stages until I can no longer push, and then maybe a little bit of map works and then push again. At one point I'm gonna get out leveled by my content by so much that I'm gonna be getting items I can't wear and potions I can't use, unless they fix the thing about the potions. I do hope they fix the thing about the potions, sincerely. Alright, here we are. It's always the same 3 choices at the start. At least for me it has always been exactly the same 3 choices at the start. Not sure if that's supposed to be like that. I think it is. I think they meant for it to have exactly the same on any hero when you do the first choices. Let me check my volume. I think it's a little bit lower than normal. So yeah, Chaotic Strikes is nice while leveling up, but after that I'm gonna respec out of it once I'm done with the leveling stuff. Wow, those charges. I love saving some energy for champs. Wow, that one tried to run away. Not today. Not today. Come on, come on. I want some more together, otherwise I'm not gonna be hitting as many with my chaotic strikes. Let's try and group them up like this. And I will be testing stuff, by the way. I promised that I will test the fame gain on ridiculous versus practice. So after this map I'm gonna quickly go to a random map, maybe the final map of the game, kill a champion group and see how much fame I get. And then I'm gonna switch to ridiculous, kill a champion group, see how much fame I get, and see if there really is a difference or whether it's just a rumor and a myth. I wanna know for myself whether really we get more fame on ridiculous or not. Because I never saw anything about this in any patch notes. Maybe I missed it in some of the previous patches. Maybe it has always been like that. I gotta make sure myself. Fire starter, there we go. Right, this map seems to be almost done. See, I'm probably gonna go to Astro Gate after this quickly just to do that test. Check it on practice, switch to ridiculous, check it on ridiculous, and then compare the fame gain. Hopefully I end up finding equal enemies, like for example a group of purples or a green or a yellow enemy, just to make sure it's the same rarity of an enemy. Because I don't know whether purple gives as much fame as a yellow or as a green. Right now chaotic strikes is such a huge DPS for me. But entropy is not so bad, and that's only level 3 entropy. Without much buffs to it. If I get the mana regen nice and boosted with 3 pieces of the celestial sets and the boots, I think I would be able to handle casting speed increase with entropy. Maybe some entropy mana cost reduction would be the cherry of the ice cream. We'll see. Who am I killing? A Razor, so alright, a melee enemy. He hit me though, he scratched me. Man regen double, alright, I need higher rarity of this. For now that would probably have to do. And here we are already getting sockets, but oh, electric, there we go. Electric socketed one-handed sword, 48. This is already better, already better than what I'm wearing, and it could be even better. Alright, time to do science. The science of, what should we call it? The science of fame. Of fame gain. So, does Ridiculous really give more fame than... Wait, oh, I don't have the electric. Oh, I don't have the electric one. Well, let's try and get something. Alright, it's still something. Alright, let's go to... I say let's go Astro Gate. Kill an enemy on practice, switch difficulties, go to Astro Game and kill the same rarity of an enemy. Ideally I would meet a green or a yellow enemy. Massacre 82 or Massacre 82, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Struck Club to you. Appreciate that. Now's the time to see. So I'm looking for ideally green or yellow enemy. My fame is 281. Do I get fame from killing the regular enemies? I don't think I do. It's still 281, right? 281, okay. Just to make sure. So we're looking for a yellow or a green enemy. Anything? Yellow or a green enemy. Where could it be hiding? There's probably someone around this part of the map. Come on, there's gotta be one somewhere here. Yellow or green enemy. I mean, purple won't be bad, but I don't know whether purple groups of different sizes give different amounts of fame. But okay, let's kill this purple group. And I'm gonna have to write down how much fame I got. From 281. From 281 to 306. So I'm gonna just write it down, just give me a moment. Purple on practice. From 281 to 306, was it? 306. Alright, let's calculate this. I'm bad at math. I'm gonna use the calculator. 306 minus 25. Okay, 25 for a purple group. I'm gonna try and see how much a yellow enemy and green enemy gives me before I'm done with this. Hopefully I don't level up because I want the enemies to be... Actually, they're always gonna be the same level in this map, so that's actually great testing ground. I want a yellow or a green enemy. Come on. Come on, there's gotta be at least one. Really? Not even a single yellow or green enemy? Well, let's try the other way. Another purple. Alright, let's kill those purples. Probably another 25, I think. Probably another 25 fame. From 306 to 331, probably. 331. So this purple group also gave me 25. It was kind of the same though, but okay. And then this purple group is probably gonna give me another 25 fame. And I'm gonna get a contract level now. But why are there no yellow or green enemies? I really want to try and see whether they give more fame than the purple group. Right, I guess there's just that type here. I hope me gaining level doesn't change things. Alright, let's go to Ridiculous now. And test the same thing and see if purple enemies give me 25 fame on Ridiculous. I'm super curious about this. And Avrion says, what is the best relic for sharpshooter? I don't think there's a best relic. As for the Dusk Mage leveling going on, it's great. I think best relic for a specific class is not the right way to put it. I think it's better to say what's the best relic to synergize with this build, with this skill. Like, it depends what you wanna focus on, I guess. Do you wanna focus on synergizing KOEs? Do you wanna focus on single target? Do you wanna focus on crowd control or healing, or do you want more defensive potential? And I don't know, it really is different. Some people might think it's better to have healing and damage reduction, others might think it's better to have more damage, others might prefer to have crowd control on a sharpshooter. I really love Drain, honestly. Drain, and Blood Drinker relic, I just love it. I can get more of the Blood Drinker. So let's mark down my fame. So my fame right now is 23. 23 fame. So let's see from 23 to how much it would go after killing a purple group of enemies. Well, now there's a green. Let's kill the green and see how much the green gives me on this difficulty. Come on.
You feel much healthier.
So from 23 we went to 173 with the green. I think it's pretty clear that there's definitely a lot more fame. I don't think even a green would give me... That's 150 fame. I don't think a green on the other difficulty would have ever given me this much. So I think it's pretty clear that they're giving more fame here. In fact, that's a lot of fame. That's almost half a stage. Alright, from 173, how much do I get for the purple group? Someone keeps pulling me with the vacuum. I have no potions. Shit, I forgot to stock up on potions. Now there's a yellow enemy messing with my calculations. So, okay, let's go to character selection and walk back in, just so I can clearly see the results. So from 173 to for purple. From 173 to 248. Let me calculate this. 248 minus 173. 75. So that's 3 times as much fame on ridiculous compared to practice from a purple pack. From 25 to 75. That means that the green enemy that gave me 150 probably would give me 50 on practice. The thing is, is it worth it? 3 times the fame if you're spending more than 3 times the time to kill them. How does this compare to the Frost Relic Dusk Mage I made? I don't know, I still haven't completed this. This is only level 46. In regards to how it compares, I still haven't gotten the important things. I'm going for a Conjure Electrode tier 3 bonus casting speed setup to combine the 25 casting speed here with the 50% casting speed here, and to just be spamming Entropy and Frostbolt and Holy Bolt. So I don't know if I'm gonna have all the skill points. First of all, those 10 points here are gonna go away, and probably I'm gonna keep it as 1 point, maybe even remove it completely just to test. Then I need to max out Conjure Electrode, and then I need Energizer as well. I'm probably gonna wait and hit 60 and then worry about that. Then I'm gonna have enough Respectacles. In the meantime, since I want to level up quicker, I'm gonna go on practice. I don't think Ridiculous will be quicker, because it takes too long to kill stuff. And in the end, there might be more enemies to kill, there might be more fame, but I still think it's just more efficient if you just stick to practice or normal. Or hard, maybe? Hard might not be a bad difficulty. Might as well play a map on on practice and then go to hard. See how much fame I get there. I guess it's all about testing now. I really need to keep testing, feeling the waters with different builds. This one probably would be pretty strong if only it had a socket. Let's go the Fuzzier. If only I can get... I really want to get this thing, what's its name? I want to get Gauntlet. Gauntlet would be perfect for leveling up. I love Gauntlet maps. Gauntlet maps are just amazing for XP. So at least I did my test. Triple the fame gain on ridiculous versus practice. Probably hard would be double the fame gain versus practice.
You can't use that skill.
But yeah, I can't compare this to my other build until this is ready, cause it won't be fair to this build if I compare it before it's ready, before I've got items. See, on the other builds I had cheat NPCs, and cheat NPCs allowed me to get legendary items at level 46. Right now, until I get the legendary items I need to make this a complete build, it's not gonna feel fair to other builds where I had enough pieces of the celestial set and I had enough pieces of items in the legendarium. So even when this is level 60, it still probably won't be ready for a comparison.
That spell can't be cast.
It feels good though. I mean, right now the way I play it, it feels good, but I'm playing it with the cheesy chaotic strikes, and keep in mind this is getting balanced. This is getting rebalanced to 25% bonus electrical damage. The ice relic has 25% already. The fire also is 25, but the electric, poison and physical are getting rebalanced to be like the ice and fire, so they give 50% bonus damage now, but they're gonna be giving 25, which is kind of how it should be. So right now this could feel a little bit OP because of the extra 25% damage that it shouldn't have. But it was confirmed last night on Riker's stream by one of the developers. Michael Mayhem wrote in the chat about this, so it's something that's coming with the next, probably with next week's patch. Maybe this week, we'll see. I mean, it's right now what, Thursday? So they still have time to patch it maybe today or tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna kill more automatons for the quest. Yeah, this pretty much feels the same like now. Right now it feels almost the same as playing my chaotic mayhem realm master build, and that's because I'm just using the same skill. But again, I wanna use Conjure Electrode once I'm done with leveling this build. I will respect. I'm saving Respectacles so I can remove 10 points and respend them. But while leveling, I think this skill is the safe way to level up. It's something that's a proven method for leveling up, so I'm gonna use the proven method to level up and then respec after I get my levels. Because I think Conjure Electrode does not give you a good result on a mage unless you get it to max level soon. Really? Six automatons that I haven't killed, and now I have to go all the way back to the start of the map just for 6 automatons. Please tell me there's gonna be some spawning here. I've killed them all. Ah, damn, I hate it when something like that happens. Having to return just for 6 enemies. This is gonna take forever. Okay, there's few here. One more after those two. Please tell me there's one here somewhere. There we go. Oh, it's a legendary even. Okay. Pretty great sword. See, the hat that gives you mana again is a great thing for the build I'm going for. You want as much mana again as you can get. Alright, let's go. We got a boss to kill. Probably gonna wait until level 55, 56 and then I'm gonna respec. I think it's gonna be fair if I wait until then. Minds the Gaming says, is there going to be a wipe before final release? I can't remember. Yes, there will be a wipe before final release. One wipe right before the final release at the end of early access. So far they're not planning any other wipes, but you never know. No! Really? Did you just see what I did? I teleported myself into the fucking punch. Oh boy. This is why I don't like doing this end game. You just don't have lives. Even on practice you don't have multiple lives. You die and it's over, and you reset your progress, and it just doesn't feel fun when you're getting punished. Even Path of Exile doesn't punish their players as much as this game. Yes, it punishes you with XP, which probably is more of a punishment than these games. But it still feels a bit better to play maps there, because you have six separate portals if you're doing solo, and if you fail on a map once, you can try one of the other 5 portals. Whereas with this game you don't have this option.
Your pet has returned.
Well, there's not much I can get. I really need the shock one. I really need the shock recipe. Actually, let's use the gear bundle. Stoneblade, really? No, we can try again, but
If you think you can take it.
Let's do this one. Okay, I miss the old mapworks. I really loved the old mapworks system much more than the Fazir. Being able to buy mapworks from the NPC and select the type of mapworks I wanted, and just do it endlessly. If I don't feel like doing Fazir, right now I can't only do mapworks. And the mapworks had modifiers based on the rarity of the map. So you could kind of get the same experience without the cards and stuff like that. I don't know, I really liked the old mapwork system more than the new mapworks system, because new mapwork system is basically the old mapwork system stripped down of the fixes that you could get. And there were some great map layouts on the old mapwork system versus the new one. Whereas this system, just I don't know, it's not too casual friendly. It's just not casual friendly system of an end game. And since you don't get as many mapworks now, you can't just do mapworks. You have to do this. You're kind of forced into doing this as end game. Okay. I'm still testing stuff whether I didn't realize that entropy has such a delay between casts. Holy Bolt I could almost spam. After using 1000 volt burst with that 50 casting speed, Holy Bolt was just super quick. Entropy did seem a little bit faster, but it still seemed much slower. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna get enough energy to do 1000 volt burst again and test entropy spamming. And I'm testing the mana sustain, let's say. Because if I can't sustain it at 50, I'm not gonna be able to sustain it at 75% casting speed. Okay. Now let's go test. So I will do this now. E and 4, 4, 4. The mana gets fucked up so quickly. I really need my boots to be giving me both bonuses. That extra 5%, but would extra 5% really help much? So let's say I get 10% from here and 6% from here and another 15% from here. And then another 15% from here. What's that? 56 something, 56%. Maybe I can get it to 57, 58, maybe even 60% mana again. I still think it's not gonna be that great. I have some fears there about that. Alright, let me quickly reset my chat, because there's this bot here. Yeah, I'm not convinced this would work as a setup, going for this much casting speed. 50% already seems to be too much to sustain my mana. For more than 2, 3, 4 entropy casts. I'm gonna keep trying though. Let's get my relic skill again. Let's get it ready. And let's try another time. This time I'm gonna use the mana infused 5%. But mana regen, not mana regen, casting speed is the new kit on the block, so I wanna test it. I wanna test this type of stat as a centerpiece for a build. Probably casting something that's not as costly as entropy would be a better fit. This costs 5 mana. It costs 5 mana. This one costs 3, this one costs 1.8. This one costs 5 mana. I don't want to use this. Damnation, that's gonna be the important thing in the setup. 5% mana every second. I don't think it's gonna be great, but it's better than nothing. And I can just one point it. But where do I put it if I one point it? I don't really want to lose my whitening barrier, but let's say I get rid of whitening barrier. Let's say I don't need block chance and I don't need that extra shocking stuff because I'm gonna be keeping my distance. So yeah, let's say I get my damnation 1 point here. That's probably gonna be the cherry. And I can actually get it damnation tier 2 for the relic energy charge rate. Because why not? And then I think it's gonna work. I think that's the missing piece of the puzzle there for that build. And I don't really think I need lightning barrier. Yeah, it's good to have it because it's on a cooldown and you can just pop it every 20 seconds, but not enough skill slots. Box? What the hell is... Oh yeah, I know what's a box. This one is a box. That's not a bad one, by the way. One skill level to Absolver. I'm gonna try again. Let me just fill up my relic bar. It's not letting me teleport. There we go. It's not gonna be in this map. This map's gonna be over soon, so I can't test it again. But on the next map, I'm gonna keep trying to test this. Because again, if I can't handle 50% casting speed, then there's no point in trying to handle 25% casting speed. Other than the 50, so 75. If I don't think I can handle 75, I'm just gonna not invest into Conjure Electrode and focus on the 50% casting speed rather than the 50% plus 25. And I'm gonna have to either get 25 when the 50 is not up, or get the 50 when the 25 is not up. What else did I get from Electrode other than it shooting shock bolts? It shoots shock bolts, stuns, alright, stuns for 3 seconds. I need to be very close range to get the stun to work. But I can get 2 of those used at the same time. Or one after the other would be probably the better option there. How am I doing with respectacles? I've got 6. I need 20 respectacles. 6 plus 3, 9. Shit, that's so slow to farm. I need 20 because if I don't like the 10 I remove, the way I spend them, I need to remove them again. So you need twice the things you need to remove. Why did they have to nerf drop rates of respectacles now that we need them more than before even? Alright, let's feed my... I can't feed my work tree? Oh, the pet's not here. Let's go test again. I'm gonna do this one. The game crashed. Let's see what crashed. Okay. Gonna restart the game, just give me a moment. But yeah, it really makes no sense for them to nerf respectacles in this specific patch update. I would have actually expected for them to do the opposite. Only one potion, damn, I forgot to buy potions. Not gonna return now.
Welcome back, contender. A
Okay. Let's build up that energy. Inuruk has just hosted me. Thank you very much, Inuruk, for the host's watch rate. Welcome to you and your viewers to the Struck Club. Enjoy your stay. Ask any questions you need to ask about the game. If I've got the info, I can provide it. I've been doing a lot of testing of different things. Today I just tested fame gain. I'm now testing casting speed stuff to see how it works and how we can deal with the mana problem of having high casting speed. This build I'm planning on making a casting speed build to start the 75% casting speed we can get with the Electrode. I'm just wondering how I'm really gonna negate the huge mana cost. We'll see. Let's first do another test of using my 50% casting speed first. Okay, we've got this ready. We've got this ready now. My mana's full. I'm gonna get the white buff first before I try it. I want that white buff for mana regen. Why does it say energy regeneration, by the way? Energy regeneration, but that's not energy regeneration, is it? I think they forgot to rename it to mana regeneration after energy became a thing in the game. Unless they actually changed it to energy regeneration, but the patch notes didn't say this. Alright, let's do it. Let's do E. No, it's terrible. I'm not liking this one bit. I like the casting speed for things like Holy Bolt, but for Entropy, the mana cost is huge, and I need to find ways to make this work. I can only get 5% more from Celestial Boots set bonus with 2 more Celestial items. So only 5% more mana per second. And another 5% mana per second with Damnation. And that's pretty much it. I can get cost reduction up to 10-12% from an item for Entropy. And I don't think Entropy is the skill to be using. I guess I have to switch between different skills and not use just Entropy. I think Holy Bolt would be amazing though. Holy Bolt would be perfect, especially if you have Arc of Light. And the thing I dreaded was repeating myself, and on my last mage build I used Arc of Light with the Cold Relic. And it's gonna look too much of the same if I do it again with Arc of Light. But it fits so well if I do it. It's gonna fit so well if I do another Arc of Light build. I think I'm gonna go for big cooldown Entropy, 8-second cooldown Entropy, and just be spamming Holy Bolts. Maybe with the Arc of Light, maybe. I guess it's just a good item. Inrook knows me from Warhammer Chaos Bane. Well, see you next time, Inrook. Thanks for the raid again. Really appreciate that. Oh, another shield with built-in defense. Yeah, they're definitely not as rare as I thought. Damage with Conjure Electrode, mana again, and a socket. This one even gives me chance to slow, which is very good for Realmaster stuff. Actually, wait, I need this for materials. Was there a mana again recipe? I'm not a big fan of how they removed the details when enchanting items and you don't know what you can get. I loved being able to see every single thing that can drop. I don't understand why remove this amount of transparency. The more transparent RNG is in the game, the better. You gotta know what you're getting yourself into when gambling with certain RNG systems in the game. And now all I know is fire defense. Really? There's more than just fire defense there. I know. Okay, I'm gonna go Bone Force next. I need the whitening one, but I haven't unlocked it. Okay, just a moment.
Your pet has arrived. So decisive. What's that?
I'm gonna do this one. Hopefully. Alright, here we go. Just completed the mission. Or maybe I didn't.
You can't cast that. You're hurt.
Valonar, thank you very much for the follow, Valonar. Welcome to the Struck Club to you. Okay, did I boot everything? Next. Next, what are we doing next? So let's do the next one. We're moving on to Nimbo. Oh, Gauntlet, yes, and it's Reliquarian, yes. Perfect, this is where I get XP now. Now I just hope I don't get one shot by some unexpected enemy out of nowhere or some trap or whatever. Because this map is where you get XP, Gauntlet maps, and this is Reliquarian, so even better. It's just my perfect combo for relic based builds, I guess. Unfortunately it's Netherim, so exactly those Netherim warriors can one-shot me pretty easily, and they're gonna be respawning and constantly coming from all places. I hope there's not that many of them.
You can't use that skill.
Another one. Alright, let's try and get more. I want to figure out where the good spots for spawns are on this layout. Okay, there's a few here.
Can't catch that here. That spell You have gained a level. You can't use that.
Not so bad, not so bad. Just need more XP, so I'm gonna go this way to see what's there. Oh, I love this place, this one here. There's a nice spawn in it.
Cast that. That spell can't be cast.
So far the XP is great on this map, but I expected good XP because it's a gauntlet map. I mean, respawning enemies, what more do you want? No items, but respawning enemies, it's a good sacrifice.
You can't do that.
Let's check the other parts of the map. Maybe there's a better farming spot than the one I was on. Just want to find myself two spots and alternate between them that are close to each other. Brings me back in the alpha days where you could farm endlessly respawning enemies in the open zones. Felt nice having those open zones with respawning enemies. Just finding two good spots, hot spots of spawns, just running between one and the other and clearing them. almost 49. I mean halfway. Still pretty quick. I'm gonna spend probably until 50 on this map. I think standing on this map until 50 is fine. It's level 49 map, so it should be good for the XP until 50. Until I die, of course. If I die, there's not gonna be 50 on it. Ah. How's the XP going? Almost 49. I think this part of the map is not good at the top. It was better at the bottom where we had a little bit more density. Trying to group up some more. This seems enough. Okay, 49. Came in as 47, already 49. Let's leave the map at 50. That's my favorite map modifier. If you didn't realize it by now, Gauntlet is just good for leveling up. I mean, when you're farming, you don't want this modifier, but when you're leveling up, it's just so great. Come on, come on. Should I check upstairs? Maybe there's some more spawning. I don't think there's respawns here. Oh, there are. There are respawns here. Nice. Look at that. This place here is like me constantly moving, and there's wherever I go there's an enemy to kill. Like a circle around this place. So if I'm here now, there's gonna be already enemies. Only one. I guess they're over there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check this zone there again. The best gauntlet maps for me are the cemetery maps. Cemetery gauntlet maps are perfect for leveling, because they've got a very nice density of the mobs clustered up on bunches. You just go from one to the other. Look at my XP. Already 377. I'm loving this. And here we are back at the end of the map. Alright, I'm gonna go back down and back here and then do the boss. That should do the trick. If I go back to the entrance of the map, to the start of the map. Come on.
Cast that spell here.
No. Come on, come on, come on. How are we doing? 648. So almost got the level. One third left. Yeah, I think by the time I go back down and then back to the boss room, I would be 50 and then just do the next map, which would be a level 50 map. So we would be up to speed with our content after this one. And Witchin's asking, by the way, how the game is now. That's a very tough question to answer. I mean, I've got some things that I'm not really happy about that changed with some of the recent patches, but overall I'm happier about a lot of other things, like the relic changes. I like them. I was very skeptical at first when they introduced this system to us as a potential change that they're gonna make into the game. You know, focus group and asked us for feedback. My first negative feedback was, alright, what are we gonna do with the skill points? Are we gonna get more skill points? What's gonna happen with that? I don't think it's gonna be fun if we don't get any. But now that I've tested it, I feel that the Dusk Mage is the only class that really needs more skill points. The other classes seem to be fine. I just got stun walked. Well, that's another way to get up to speed with your content. Dying and going back a few levels. But yeah, I think the Dusk Mage is the only class that could that really needs extra skill points. The other classes are a little bit better in this regard, because they don't have the dark skill, white skill mechanic with the buff bar. They don't have a dark charged and light charged mechanic, so they don't have to get this and this tier 2 bonuses. Because without those bonuses, without the Celestial Gauntlets, the Dusk Mage is just weak. Not weak, but it's not as good as it can be. It's definitely not as good as you can get it to be. I mean, that's 200% weapon damage. Those Celestial Gauntlets. I'm using them in my Legendarium right now. 100% with life buff and with the dark buff. If you have 3 pieces in the set, that's another 100% damage. And you want to be keeping those buffs up more, so you need this tier 2 bonus. You need this tier 2 bonus, and that's at least 4 points. 4 points here, and then at least 4 points here, 8 points. And the other classes don't have something like this. At best you could consider on the Realm Master the tier 2 Lantern Flash, so that's 4 points. And tier 2 Shasta, so 4 points. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not a big fan because this also forces me to use dark skills and light skills. I can't make a build without a light skill and feel that it's good, because I'm gonna be sacrificing 100% damage buff if I only use dark skills. If I only use light skills, exactly the same. I'm sacrificing a lot of damage. And the way the Dusk Mage is designed right now, you're kind of getting forced into using more skill points than the other heroes to get the most out of it. So I really like the patch. I think some of the other heroes really don't need the extra skill points. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 extra skill points would be fine. On a few builds I only needed 1 extra skill point. Just one skill point, so I can get 1 more tier 2 bonus. Or so I can get 1 passive to level 5 because it's level 4. And it felt wrong. You want to see my build? This is not the complete build. Keep in mind, this build is changing when I'm level 60. This is what I've got right now. This is gonna be level 0, because it's too easy. And not really because it's too easy, it's because I already have a Realm Master build with this. I want to get this level 10 and get 25 casting speed, combine that with the 50% casting speed, and then try and figure out what to do with this much casting speed. I think the best thing to use it is Holy Bolt and Arc of Light. Arc of Light is this item. This one would go amazingly well with the casting speed. Because it's cheap, it's super cheap to cast Holy Bolt. 1.8 mana. 1.8 mana. This costs 3 mana. This costs 5 and keeps draining. This costs 3 mana. You could try and go for a Radiant Wasp build, and if I get the item, this item, if I get Brilliant Herald, I could try it. I could actually try making a Brilliant Herald casting speed build and just spam Brilliant Heralds instead of Holy Bolts. But again, the Holy Bolt is probably the cheapest spell, and with Arc of Light it also casts Absolver. It casts Absolver that benefits from the damage bonus, but it doesn't benefit from the extra missiles or from the extra travel distance. So if you upgrade your Absolver to level 10, you're gonna do more damage with the Absolver casting from Arc of Light, but you're not gonna get the extra other bonuses on that Absolver cast. But yeah, I wanna try Conjure Electrode, see how it works. But since it's easy to level up with Chaotic Strikes, I'm leveling up with Chaotic Strikes and then I'm gonna respec it. I need 20 Respectacles. 10 to remove Chaotic Strikes and then another 10 to remove Electrode if I don't like it. The Conjure Electrode. For a just in case scenario, if I wanna revert the changes. I've got 10 already, I think. Let's see, I've got 7 and then I've got another 3 here, so I'm already at 10. Let's use those. Skinnier X, welcome to you. And thank you very much, I'm glad you like the website. It's just a simple WordPress site, but at least it's something that even someone who is not a web developer can operate and post the builds. As long as it serves its purpose and it's not something fancy and shiny, then I guess that's fine. I don't understand what about optimizing my website. So maybe it loads a little bit slower, and maybe the images I'm uploading are too high quality and take too much bandwidth. But yeah, glad to hear that you like the website. And thank you very much for the follow again on Twitch. Glad to have you here. So which Chen do you need to see anything specific, by the way? Because you did ask how the game is, but I kind of answered it not completely. I mean, if you have specific questions about specific parts of the game, let me know. And Videnov, about showing you the build, is this enough to show you the build? Because keep in mind, it's not ready. It is definitely not ready. I've got 11 more skill points, but I don't have celestial chest piece. I don't have celestial helmet, and I really want celestial chest and helmet and gauntlets, or helmet, gauntlets, and boots equipped. It's gonna take a while. I think even when this is level 60, it's not gonna be ready until I get the items, and I may not get the items for a month's worth of grinding, so I'm gonna have to just publish the build when it's level 60 ready or not, regardless whether I've got the items I need. Because now with the nerf to drop rates, it's terrible. I guess. I mean, I'm gonna get to 60 and find out. Grudov, thank you very much, Grudov, as well for the follow. Welcome to the Struck Club, appreciate that. But yeah, this build is gonna be okay. Hopefully with the changes. I mean, with this skill that I'm using, it's perfect for leveling up. Because it's just the easy mode of leveling up. Every class, every relic has this. You can play this relic skill on every class, and you can play every relic with such a similar skill. I call it Mayhem skill because it procs the Egg of Mayhem. But it's basically Spinning Blade, Venomous Maw, Frost Blast, Sword Smash, and Chaotic Strikes. So every relic has it. Max it out, use it, spam it, abuse it. It's good. But it could get boring. Keep in mind, playing the same thing over and over could get boring. And I've already made a build for the Realm Master that uses this skill as the centerpiece. That's why I'm not gonna make this build a Chaotic Strikes build. But that doesn't stop me from using Chaotic Strikes to level up and to farm. Until the other build is ready. I might even include it in the build video to tell people save Respectacles. and then modify the build at 60 but level it up as a chaotic strikes build. I think it's a very good tip for any build if you want to level it up quicker. Keep in mind it's getting balance. Right now this build is getting 25% more damage than it has to have. This 50% electric damage is gonna change to 25. It's supposed to be 25. The same goes for bleeding relic and for poison relic. All relics are supposed to give you 25% bonus elemental damage, but right now 3 of them out of 5 give you 50, and this is changing. So Electrode, Bane and Blood Drinker right now are a little bit stronger than they're supposed to be. 25% more damage. And that's a good buff. That's a good buff even with 25%, it's a good buff. It's worth investing even after the changes, even after they rebalance it. Because that's still gonna make 1000 damage to 2250 on your weapon. 1000 flat damage to 2250 flat damage. Damn, I need potions. Pet, heal me. Pet, please, come on, pet, heal me. Heal me. Doesn't wanna heal me. Where did the pet go? Come on. Man, it's been more than 30 seconds. What's the pet doing? He only has 30 seconds cooldown on his heal. Okay, there we go, it healed me. Cause look at that, it says 30 seconds cooldown. Saving up energy for the boss fight. I'm intentionally not using my relic skill because I want to save it for the boss. Oh, nice, a potion. Nice, I'm not gonna use it right away. I'm not gonna use the potion right away. I want to save it for the boss fight. Okay. Ooh, this is nice. By the way, keep in mind, blue items cannot get more than one socket anymore. One socket is the limit for blue and legendary items. Okay, let's go. So one socketed blue and legendary is definitely really valuable. And now with blue items getting only one socket, they're kind of getting closer to legendaries. They were a little bit overpowered with two sockets compared to legendaries, and people just didn't feel very excited about legendaries, knowing that they can get an extra socket on a blue item. Wait, shock and awe, this is what I needed, didn't I? Oh yes.
Your pet is back.
Please be good to me. No. Alright, one more try. No. It's not good to me. I'm gonna get rid of this fire starter. I just want materials. In fact, I'm gonna get more damage with this. Just need to sell something quickly. Damn, what do I sell? It's such a tough choice. I'm gonna have to sell some Wowie item. Alright, let's sell this. Thank you, Holyfield, very much for the follow. Welcome to you to the Struck Club. Appreciate it. Alright, let's get this and try and enchant some electric damage here, maybe. Nice. Okay, good. It's not something with electric base, but it's still too big of a difference than my current one. Double HP or cloaked. I mean, I know what I'm gonna get. Alright, here we go. Zombie slaughter time. I love killing Skellymen and zombies. I love those maps. Oh, it's not the map I expected. I expected I expected the cemetery. It's just the same map as before. Okay, I guess that will have to do. Where are you, enemies? They're invisible. Well, you can't hide from the entropy. The entropic reach is vast. You're wondering why I'm teleporting when I don't need to. It's just to keep proccing the mana infused sometimes. Although I can proc it with Dark Spears as well. Trying to get used to playing with keeping mana infused up. Because it's gonna be required for when I switch my build with Respectacles. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be as strong as what I'm doing right now. But I wanna do it. Hopefully the game gives me the items to test it. Okay. What of witches on this map? Okay, I'm probably gonna... Sorry, I need to drink some water. Probably gonna go here, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna go here. Clear the dead end. And then clear the other dead end and then go for the boss. Because I'm falling behind on the XP if I rush the map. And this one seems to have some nice density, so it's worth fully clearing it, I guess. No one's chasing me, rushing me to clear everything. Just give me a moment, by the way, to drink some water, because my throat's dry. Alright, there we go. But yeah, no one's chasing me, rushing me, so I'm gonna try and just push the maps completely instead of rushing forward to the next stage. Because if I do, I end up killing enemies 4 or 5 levels higher than me, and it's really not fun when you're getting potions you can't use because they're too high level. Unless they fix this bug. I think it was a bug. I don't want to find out whether it's fixed or not. So let's assume the bug is fixed, where you're fighting enemies more than 3 levels higher than you, so 4 or 5 or more. And the potions that they drop, you can't use. Even though there's no level requirement on potions or anything like that. Visually. Although I can't say I'm getting much potions anyways. Mostly at 0. Probably 70% of the time I'm at 0 potions. Alright, there we go, potion. Oh, and I used it. This was, by the way, I didn't even plan on using. I think my finger automatically pressed the Q button. I guess I've got muscle memory to use potions when I see a Netherrim warrior charging at me. Must have been burnt too many times by charging Netherrim warriors and getting those 2 shots. Oh no, fuck. I took the wrong way. I needed to clear this one first. Well, that's gonna be this map. I'm not gonna waste my time going all the way back. I wish I could tell which way is the boss, so I could take that way at the end of the map. And situations like this don't happen. Hopefully I didn't miss much XP, but I probably would have gotten 51 if I cleared the other part of the map. Okay. Not really great, not really great. That's amazing. Finally an upgrade to something. It's not that often that you find an upgrade now with the nerf drop rates, and even green items can excite you. So in a way they've achieved that kind of thing they wanted to make people get more excited when they find blue and green items. Even for the legendaries, most of the time I used to be, oh, alright, another 100 gold or another another legendary powder. A little bit of extra dust for enchanting. Okay. But yeah, now I actually genuinely get excited. Especially knowing how rare legendaries are and knowing that I need them for the legendarium, even if I'm not gonna wear them and use them and just chuck them in the legendarium, I still get excited now. Before I was more excited to find blue items than legendary once my build is kind of sorted and I no longer need legendary powers. But yeah, I think now legendary items might be better than blue. Except leg, boots and chest. When you're not using the chest equipped and you're putting it in the legendarium, but still have 3 pieces and still get the plus 2 skill levels. On the chest you can get flat damage, on the legs you can get flat damage, on the boots you can get percent damage, and then stack that with the damage of your item of the same of your weapon of the same type and maybe of the offhand, and then you can have a lot of damage. A lot of damage with the stacking. Get this, we get this, we get this. Alright, I'm gonna have to take those. I actually think this is better than what I'm wearing. I should have seen the difference much earlier. So bonus physical damage percent leg armor. This belongs somewhere. Okay, let's do this. Actually, let's put this here as well, have more room. And I'm wondering what defense to get. I'm probably gonna get a fire. Oh, never mind. I don't have much choice. Fire defense against the blazing modifiers. Not that it's gonna help much, but it's still better than not having it. Oh, gauntlet. Yes. Yes, gauntlet. Yes. Best map mod ever for leveling up purposes. Now things might get a little bit boring for you that are watching, because I'm gonna be standing on this map for 2-3 levels worth the XP. We'll see. Let's say the map is 51, let's get to 53. Inoruk88, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Struck Club. So yeah, I'm gonna be standing in this map if it feels like it's good XP. I mean, it depends on the spawns. It depends whether I can find bunches of enemies respawning quickly in one place. I think there will be. I think there will be, and I think it will be better than the Goblin map I was doing earlier, the Goblin Gauntlet. But yeah, I'm gonna stay until level 53 on this map probably. But it's worth it. Let's get this here. Right, let's explore the other parts of the map, figure out where the best respawn rate is. No, 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 don't die. Too early, too soon to die. Okay. So those here are already respawning, but let's see further down the map what can be found. I think they should make a map with a special challenge where your HUD is disabled. Where you don't know how much, maybe only keep the HP and this bar and everything else getting disabled, not knowing how much relic energy you've got, not knowing your your skill cooldowns. It's gonna be a fun challenge. I guess many people would not like it though. What was the button? F10? F10. HUDless gameplay. Something like this. I guess someone could make it for themselves, the HUDless challenge. It feels a bit weird though, doesn't it? A little bit of a HUDless... Alright, let's bring it back.
You're nearly dead.
But yeah, screenshot mode. Finish your map on screenshot mode challenge. Complete every level of the Zero dungeon from level 1 to 251 without the HUD enabled. That's the most OP challenge, and do it on hardcore and ridiculous. Get this for a challenge. I would like to see someone attempting it. Alright. Okay. I think I just need to quickly put some points. Okay, one more point. As for the question from Mateus Talik, whether it's worth to buy the game, this varies from one person to the next. I can't tell you whether it's worth to buy it because it's just a tricky question. For me, since I'm playing it, for me it's worth to buy it. Although I didn't buy it, I got a copy from the developers because I participated in a focus group. But I've played this game since alpha. I've played this game since April 2019 when it was Torchlight Frontiers. And a few months ago the developers invited me and a bunch of other content creators and people from the Discord channel to participate in a focus group to give feedback based on early preview of upcoming features like this endgame. They showed us work in progress of this endgame and asked us about feedback. And for participating in those focus groups I got a free copy. But even if I didn't, I would have bought it. I would have bought the game even if they didn't give me a free copy of it. So for me it's worth buying it, but for many others it's not, because many others think it's not like Torchlight 2. They expect it to be like Torchlight 2. There's others who want this game to be like Diablo 2, which it's just a different spectrum. It's like comparing coffee and cola. Like, yeah, they both have caffeine, but they're different types of drinks. One of them has sugar, the other one not necessarily, for example. So I don't know, it's weird. Some people expect too many things from an early access game and they want the games to be like the other games that they're used to play, and if something's not like the games they're used to playing, it's bad for them. They want developers to copy paste the old games instead of giving them something new, something different. I like that this is different than Torchlight 1 and 2. I like that it's not like Diablo 1 and 2, and I like that it's not like Diablo 3 either, and it's not like Last Epoch, it's not like Chaos Bane, it's not like Path of Exile, but I'm not saying I like everything about the game. Believe me, there are things that I wish weren't the way they done them, but I think this game has the least amount of things that piss me off compared to other games in the genre that I can play right now. A little bit more with the last patch. There's a little bit more things I don't like about it, but still not too many things I don't like to the extent where it would make me not play it. And my favorite thing in games is making builds and testing new heroes with new items and new skills. And this game has the variety of skills, items that modify those skills, and classes to provide me with my kind of fun. And since I'm a content creator, I really enjoy that thing about the game, because I just love making builds. This is what I do in games. I stream myself finding weird builds, and then I stream myself playing those weird builds and farming items for other weird builds that eventually would end up becoming content themselves. So right now I'm in the process of figuring out this casting speed build, which I need a few more skill points to make. And hopefully it ends up being okay, hopefully it ends up being fun. Otherwise I'm gonna have to give up on it and make it a different build. But yeah, it's early access, so that's the most important thing to keep in mind when considering whether you want to buy this game or not. Meaning it's not a finished product, meaning there's gonna be a wipe at the end of early access, like it's the standard in early access titles nowadays. But yeah, this is probably one of the most asked questions. Is it worth buying? I think the better question is this game the right game for you? So it's probably better to ask specific questions about certain things in the game. That way you can probably get a better idea about how the end game is, how the itemization is, how enchanting and upgrading items works, what other types of rewards are there to grind other than items, what classes there are in the game, things like this. Pet, come and heal me, pet. I'm at very low HP. I think my pet is just ignoring me and it wants me to fail this map. Come on, pet, heal me. I'm not liking this gauntlet, really. It's not respawning. Oh, never mind. Now there's a lot of respawned enemies. Shit, I'm gonna die here. If I don't die, I'm gonna be surprised. There's just too many things that can kill me. There's not enough healing. Ah, no, no. I need a potion. Give me a potion, game. Come on, give me a potion. Or my pet at least needs to heal me. I saved my ass without a potion. So how am I gonna do this boss fight without a potion? I don't think I can. I'm gonna try and cheese it. And save my energy and then blast it with full energy. Alright, it worked. I think this was the smartest move, because otherwise I would have failed the map if I stood potionless on the previous stage with this low HP. Couldn't get level 53. I was planning for level 53 on this map, but I really didn't like the respawning aspect of this map. It wasn't good. It wasn't as good as a cemetery gauntlet map. By the way, that's one of the new map layouts. This one's endgame only map layout. It doesn't exist in the story, in that specific boss arena. At least I've not seen it in the story while doing it. So it must be endgame only, one of the new designs. It wasn't here in the previous patch. So it's nice to see they're adding things like that. Okay, let's just feed the tree a little. The tree needs some nourishment. Was that a lead sword? Oh, it's not lead. Then if the 3 and 7 were replaced, I would have saved it for memes. I always try to keep one item with 666 damage and one item with lead damage or or lead defense or 666 defense. I've got the 666 weapon already, this one. So I've got that one. There needs to be a what's it called? There needs to be achievement called Diabolico, where you have to get an item with 666 damage or 666 armor. Or maybe one of them needs to be Diabolico, the other one needs to be Fiendish. Are we gonna blaze it? Let's blaze it with Kronk. Ayo, Kronk. Let's go, Kronk. Blazing Kronk. Not really a pleasant fight to do him on blazing, but I wanted to do Kronk from the choices that were given to me. I've got half an energy bar, meaning I can do some sort of a burst to him like this. Okay. Half an energy bar was all we needed, apparently. But this is practice. Obviously I do 100% of my damage on practice and only 30% on ridiculous. So it would have been much slower to kill him on ridic. Damage with entropy, but I'd rather have damage with dark skills. First, it's more. Second, it's to dark spears as well as entropy. I need more resources. How am I doing with my contract? Oh, 40. Perfect. Now what we do, it's time to switch my contract and get some resources for wardrobe, for storage room. You want to do every single contract until 40 to get the one-shot rewards. Once you get the one-shots, then you can experiment. By the way, can I get mana regen on my helmet as an enchantment? No. Let's feed it to the tree. Fuck. Please give me Celestial. No, I already had this. No. Why? At least it's something I'm actually gonna use. Knockback, by the way, is very good for entropy builds. But relic energy costs is actually better than the relic energy generation. If I stack it. Let's see what I can put inside. Nice choice. That's the best choice ever. Even the game is wrecked. It's making the wrecked face. Knockout eyes. And that's the best choice. I'm surprised we don't have a default recipe for enchanting things like that. Let's do traps. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with traps, because they can, at least they could one-shot you. Maybe not anymore. But I've had problems with traps one-shotting me on full HP. On ridiculous though. No, I've not gotten one-shot on practice from traps. From the traps in this map. Almost died there. Yeah, this poison does so much damage. Poison and fire hazards. Okay, I think we get an upgrade now. Pretty solid upgrade. Look at the DPS. This is gonna go to 5.6k. No, it didn't? Why? Why didn't it go to 5.6k? It's 3.2. Because look at that, from 2.1 with the 50% it goes to 3.2. And yet I'm not getting that damage. It makes no sense. Because the poison... Oh, I see why. I have 300 electric damage on that other one. So 300, 2000, 3202. See, this is 500. I see why. I see why. It's still getting high from 3000. From 3147 it goes up to 4339. I think I lost my buff, that's why the damage changed. Let's get my buff and see if it gets to 5.6. I think at the moment of unequipping and equipping I lost my light buff. Let's get it again. No, it doesn't go up. Wait, is it broken? Are my gauntlets not working? I'm pretty sure I'm getting the damage. Light overload, there we go. But the damage here didn't change. I'm seeing the damage increase. I'm actually seeing the damage from the buff. Let's check it. $12k. Right now I'm doing 12k non-crits, 12.2k non-crits. Let's wait for the buff to end. 4k non-crits. Noticeably huge difference. Noticeable difference there. But the DPS on the tube tip doesn't change, it remains the same. So the way the overload works is, I guess it's somehow not changing my stats DPS, but still giving me more damage. $18k crits now. Oh, 18k non-crits. That's with the dark bar and the light bar, and that's without having the set. 6.5k DPS. Okay, that's what I was looking for. And now it's 4339. So it wasn't 5.6, it was 6.5 even. Better than expected. I guess that was because I had the dark overload along with the light one. So it was 150% more damage. 100 from here and 50 from the dark buff default. Or was it 25 from there? I think it's 50. new Celestial Gauntlets. I doubt they're gonna be better than the current ones I've got. It's gonna be hard to beat this much block chance. The ones I've got in my warehouse, but yeah, I don't think it's. I don't think I wanna equip this. I'd rather keep mine in the Legendarium for now until I get the third piece of the set. Alright, let's move on. Go this way.
You can't cast that.
Okay. I need to stop and pick up. Okay. For a second I thought it's gonna survive. Now. Still don't want to get rid of that mana again that the helmet gives me. It seems too nice. One more level and then we're maxing out entropy, by the way, and that gives us an interesting bonus, which was increasing the mana cost, right? Yeah. But the damage on bosses would be pretty decent.
It's a trap.
No. This one. This shrine might need to change now. It used to be good for cooldown reduction when you wanted your relic to recharge quicker, your relic skills. Shit! Didn't dodge. Didn't dodge. I think this was the first one from the checkpoint, wasn't it? Or was it the second one? Yeah, you gotta dodge those golems. They're pretty one-shotty. Okay, let's see what have we here. I'm gonna feed the Tree of Luck a little. How am I doing with the gold coins? 2000, really? That's too bad, too bad. Did I get something for offhand? Still no offhand stuff. Okay, and I've got 2000. No, that's actually okay. 1200. Almost another 1200 here pretty soon. such a bad draw. I'm gonna go for the Gearwalkie map. Never mind that it's a double HP. I'd rather do this than Blazing. I'd rather take more to kill them than have them be a Blazing map. The Blazing map is just, I don't know. The Blazing modifier itself is just too strong, too much damage. Even on even on what's it called, on practice. It's just bad. If I stay for 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds, I'm dead. If I don't move on time, if my reaction is not super fast. And this extra mana cost on entropy is probably not really great for the build I was planning, cause now 9 mana cost. Oh, 9 mana cost. This is like, how much mana have I got? Wait, I've got 12 mana? How? Wasn't entropy 5 mana cost? Or was it, what was the default? Okay, 6.5. Why does it say 9? Oh, I see, it's 6.5, but when you cast it, it turns into 9, or what? Oh, never mind. I see what was happening. I see what's happening there. It's this one. It's the overvote. 50% increased mana cost. So basically, this is not gonna work for the build I had in mind. So I'm gonna use entropy as a cooldown skill, and just keep spamming Holy Bolt. That's gonna be my best bet. So Arc of Light would be must-have if I want casting speed build. Because without the Arc of Light, Holy Bolt is still gonna be okay. But it's another thing to have an extra Absolver being procced when you cast your Holy Bolt. So I'm probably gonna even respect the points from entropy and put them into Holy Bolt and max it out. And that's a lot of respectacles I need to farm. But when I started this hero, I had no idea what I wanna build. I was just, alright, let's take this hero and this relic and see what we can make in the end. Yeah, I won't be able to spam entropy with fast casting speed. But look at the casting speed now. This is with 50% casting speed. Although my mana right now is not the not the best. Alright, let's go to the next map. Right, let's show you the casting speed. And that was like what, 6-7 casts before I ran out of mana. I think it was 6 max. And if it's maxed out, that means 12 Holy Bolt hits, because it's gonna shoot twice. Also 20% light skill damage. And then another larger, yeah, I think it's not gonna be bad. Even if I don't get the Arc of Light, which obviously it's better to have than not, because it's extra damage. Even if I don't get it, I think it's still gonna be nice with that cast speed. Casting speed seems to be perfect for Holy Unholy Bolt spamming and Absolver spamming. If you decide to go for Absolver. I could make a Absolver Zealot build. I mean, for a Zealot build the Absolver might be pretty fun. We'll see. It's gonna be some sort of a Zealot, but which kind of Zealot I have no idea. still figuring out the build, but I think yeah. What was the difference between the cost? This one gets 25% less mana cost, which is from 3. Was that 2.6 or something? I'm not really sure how much exactly it was. That's 2.25, 2.3 mana, right? No, it's not gonna be 2.3 mana. Yeah, I think it's 2.3. I don't know. Let's say it's 2.3 and this is 1. This is 2. Was there mana cost reduction? Long ago in a previous version of the game there were passives to give you mana cost reduction for certain type of skills. I guess that's, I forgot that that's no longer here. But there's mana cost reduction for Absolver on items, and I think I saved one in my storage. So if I do decide to make it an Absolver build rather than an entropy build, things are becoming much easier, because that means I can just make entropy 1 pointer and use it to fill up the dark bar, or just use energy spike. But that's gonna be so similar to my other build if I use energy spike on my skill bar. I'm trying to avoid making builds that are almost the same with very slight changes. So I'm gonna keep entropy probably as a 1 point though, maybe 3 points, or 1 plus 2 with the set. It's tough sometimes figuring out a build that's at the same time different from the other builds you've made, and still works like an interesting type of synergy. That's something new. I don't want this to be like my Slammer build where I'm spamming this skill, Chaotic Strikes. That's why I'm gonna get rid of it. Wir spielen ein Spiel. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Danke sehr. My German is bad, but I am trying to say thank you. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Strut Club. But yeah, I'm trying this to not look like my Slammer build, my Chaotic Mayhem build, where I'm just spamming this skill along with Slammer skills, and I'm trying to make it not look similar to my what's it called, to my Piercing Code build, where I'm doing auto casting Absolver with Holy Bolt. So I don't want it to look like the other builds, but I still want it to be good and have some sort of weird synergy going about it. And I want the centerpiece to be casting speed. Let's say I don't auto cast Absolver, but actually cast Absolver by itself. Make it an Absolver plus Entropy build rather than Holy Bolt plus Entropy. And just put a few points into Holy Bolt for the light skills damage. 20% light skills damage. I'm probably gonna consider removing Consecration, although that's a lot of damage. Honestly, it's a lot of damage, especially this is perfect on builds with summons. My summoner build would be using this because when the summons are in the Consecration, you get 15% damage per ally, up to 4 or 5 stacks. I think it was up to 5 stacks for another 75% bonus damage when you have summons in the circle. And was the pet counting? See, I get 15% when the pet is in the circle. The old Bane Spiderlings used to count. I'm not sure about the new Bane. Haven't tested Bane Nethermancer yet, but I will. When the time comes, I will test a Bane Nethermancer. I mean, I'm gonna have one for every class and every relic. It just takes a while. Okay. Double health, gearworky, bonus gearwork. Wait, didn't I do this? Is that giving me the exact same map and the exact same choices, or I'm not sure what's happening here, but let's do this one. I'm gonna get them to spawn up and then boom. I love choke points. That's why I love this map, because you can get them in a choke point here. Ah. Come on. Alright, I need to group up some more. I'm gonna try and pull a few bunch of enemies here. So this one, let's get those here. Let's get those here and let's do this. Much better. Oh, there's some leftovers. Yeah, finally getting a cemetery map. I wanted to get one for quite some time. See, if I got this map as a gauntlet, oh the XP, oh the glorious diabolical XP we could have gotten in a gauntlet cemetery map. Alright, I'm just gonna trigger some spawns again. Seems to be the way to go. Boom. Okay, again, just pulling. Oh no! Quite Hughes saved the day. Quitch Hughes saved the day again. But yeah, I'm not very good with the Quitch Hughes sometimes. Before I realize it, I'm dead sometimes. Especially with the damage over time fields. Alright, this map almost 53 with it. Yes, such a need for spectacles now though. Oh, did they split? Did they divide into two? That missed them.
Level up.
Oh, I killed one and the other one died. Okay, so they were kind of linked or something. Okay. Not bad. If only it had another stat, but I think it's probably worth saving. See, if it was like this. Oh. Okay, that's an upgrade. That's a big upgrade. Boom. And I can add more ice damage on it. I'm not even gonna keep that one. Which one was Walkaway? Oh yeah. I don't think I'm gonna keep the Walkaway Storm. Mana cost for entropy. Tough choice. Mana cost for entropy or mana regen per second. So, should I go respec right now or wait until I have more skill points? I need to go and try and get that helmet. I need that celestial helmet, celestial mask.
Your pet has returned.
Come on, RNG. Come on, RNG. Don't be like this to me, RNG. No. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? 4 times in a row, shock bolts. Alright, we got the electric damage. RNG can throw. RNG just likes trolling us. Alright, RNG just felt a little bit trolly today. As long as we got it in the end, all's well. So how's my respectacles? 11 respectacles and 1 skill point. I still haven't bumped this one to the end. I'm gonna keep chaotic strikes until level 60, until the very end. Right now I'm gonna do this test. See how that goes. How's my my goat's not doing well, but let's do it. Let's go gamble. I think it's the perfect time to go and do some gambling in Travel Point. I only have 900, but I've got Wivebound Scrolls. Wivebound Scrolls are money. Wish I didn't have to click them one by one though. Okay, and this one. And those I'm gonna dismantle.
Is that all?
Just who I wanted to see.
Come on. It's not gonna give me that celestial mask anytime soon. I haven't pulled a legendary from gambling since the patch. Very good one. Very, very good one. That can work on many heroes. I think only Forged can't wear this. I think this helmet probably can be worn on any class other than Forged. So for Mayhem builds, that's 1 extra skill level. You can just put in the Legendarium your helmet. That gives you +2 skill points as long as you have the 3 set pieces. So yeah, there's the thing, not sure if some of you know it, but there's set items for every class. If you're new to the game, keep in mind every class has a set, like the Celestial for the Mage, which I'm gonna show you. Like this one that gives you +2 levels, one and then another one if you have 2 more Celestial pieces equipped, to one skill tree and to the other skill tree, the class skill trees. Every class has it. But if you already have 3 pieces equipped and put one of them in the Legendarium, you can still get the second bonus. So for example, you can have the helmet, the gauntlets and the boots on a mage equipped. Then you can put your celestial chest piece in here, or you can just have the chest, the gauntlets and the boots and then put the mask here. And if you put the mask here, you can get an extra skill point from the helmet. In fact, some helmets give you 2 times +1 skill level to X skill. So you can get +1 skill level to X skill and +1 skill level to Y skill in theory. And that means you get another 2 extra skill points to work with. But you gotta sacrifice a legendary SWAT for this to get it. But it's probably gonna be worth it if you want those extra skill points. There's ways to kind of figure out some weird things to squeeze some more stats and skill levels. Alright, next level.
What could go wrong?
Who likes extreme close-ups? Because I feel like playing one. It's gonna get very close and personal with this map. We're gonna be seeing all the details of the hero now. If you don't know what this means, it means I can zoom out. This is it. The zoom you're seeing is the zoom I'm gonna be playing for this map. At least it's better than having this. Imagine playing like that. How would that make you feel? Alright, let's do this. Wolf says, I don't get it. Can you explain more clearly? Do you mean the skill stuff? I can try and explain it. Give me a moment. Let's make sure nothing's attacking me. So I'm gonna try and explain it as clearly as I can. Hope I can explain it clearly enough. So there's different sets. Every class has one class set and 3 act sets. So you have Celestial set on the Mage, and then you have Act 1 Woods Beast, Act 2 Skittering, Act 3 Arc Powered. Every hero has Woods Beast, Skittering and Arc Powered, but the Mage has Celestial. The Cosmic set is for Realm Master, Mountain King is for the Forged, and Musketeer is for the Sharpshooter. You can preview all the items that you can wood that exist in the game. Maybe not all, because some have been removed to get reworked, like the Bird's Eye. So you can preview them and maybe click here to see class specific items. So let's say I have the Celestial Gauntlets equipped on my hero, and I've got the Celestial Boots equipped on my hero, and I've got the Celestial Cuirass. That means I have 3 total Celestial pieces equipped, which means I'm gonna be getting the +1 skill level to white skills, and I'm also gonna be getting another +1 on my chest. Then I'm gonna be getting this bonus and this bonus on my boots. Then I'm also gonna be getting this bonus here and this bonus here on my gauntlets. And then let's say I find a helmet, Celestial helmet, but let's say it's too low level and I no longer wanna wear it because it doesn't give me good defense. Then what I can do is I can take it into the enchanting outer and salvage it, grind it into dust, which unlocks the power to use in the way I'm using the gauntlet powder, the power from making it into powder. So yeah, you grind it into dust, you get the power, and you equip it as a skill like Diablo 3's Kanai Cube if you've played it. So you unlock different powers by grinding the items into dust. And this would mean that if I equip the helmet, I'm gonna get +1 dark skill levels, and then another +1 dark skill levels if I'm already wearing 3 celestial pieces. You can do 2 +1, but you can do 3 +1. So you can get 2 set bonuses unless you're wearing the 2 sets of 3 pieces. And every set doesn't require you to wear a full set of 6 items. You can just pick 3 items of the set and wear them, or you can wear 4 or 5. But to get the bonus, the set bonus, you need at least 3 items. And if you want to min-max it, in most cases you're probably going to be going for 3 or 4 pieces equipped. And then the rest would probably be blue items. Blue items that can give you bonuses that don't roll on legendary items, like flat damage. Flat damage doesn't roll on legendary chest, leg, armor, and percent damage of an element doesn't roll on legendary boots, but it does roll on blue boots. And flat damage of a specific element does roll on blue chest and blue leg armor. And the same goes for +1 to skill levels, although I have seen legendary items with +1 to a specific skill level. They're just rare. They're just hard to come by. So if you wanna do what I was telling you earlier, that hypothetical situation where you're swatting the helmet in your legendarium, but still get the +2 dark skill levels, and then you swat another helmet that gives you +1 to skill X and +1 to skill Y, you can save some skill points. Because skills only go up to level 10. You can't get skill level 10 +1 or 10 +2. But you can get level 8 +1 or 8 +2 or 9 +1. Let's say you get 9 +1, it's still gonna give you the tier 3 bonus and the skill is still gonna be level 10. But you only would have spent 9 points. I hope this kind of helps the new players out there who are new to the game or who haven't even started playing it and are planning on getting it before or after it launches. I mean, it's not that difficult to understand, but maybe I'm not the best person to explain it. Maybe it's gonna be better if I write it down somewhere on a guide. Might start writing guides on my website other than builds. We'll see. But max you can have... I'm not sure what you're asking about 4 +1. You can have +2 or +3 or even +4 of a specific skill. For example, I can have an item that gives me +1 entropy. Let's say I've got this +1 chaotic strikes. Well, you can't get +1 chaotic strikes again. So probably +4 would be a little bit impossible. In fact, it's probably going to be completely impossible. But let's say it's not chaotic strikes, but it's +1 to entropy. Like this one, +1 to entropy. And entropy is a dark skill. And if you have +2 to dark skills via the helmet in the way I just explained earlier how to do, that means entropy is getting 1 dark skill level from here, 1 dark skill level from here, and 1 from equipping this item. That means I can remove 3 points from my entropy and still get it to be level 10, but only spend 7 points on it. And have those 3 points for another skill. If that's what... Was that what you were asking about? You cannot get 2 of the same affixes on one item anymore. Before you could get 2 of the same type of affix of the same element. For example, you could get before 2 times physical damage over... let's take this item. Let's say this item, it gives me 307 poison damage, but it also gives me faster cooldown for potion. Before you could get 300 poison damage and then maybe another 300 poison damage. You can get 300 poison and another 300 fire, or another 300 physical, or another 300 ice, or any other element that's not poison. But that's a new thing from this patch. You can no longer roll the same affix twice. But flat poison and flat physical are considered different. That's why you have items like... them I can't show you right now. I had another one earlier. That was a good example. I have to show you an item with 2 flat affixes for a total of 3 flat damages that have rolled. Different elements, but still 3 flat damages. And definitely not for all skill levels, just for the skill specific to the helmet. Green and blue helmets can only give you for specific skills. But yeah, it's definitely a nice way of tweaking, min-maxing specific builds, squeezing more skill points and getting more levels for a passive, or getting that one skill point you need to get that one extra tier 3 or tier 2 passive from a specific skill or active. Something like that. I mean, there's a way. It just requires a lot of farming. A lot of farming for items with that specific affix. But I like it. I like how interesting it is to kind of try and squeeze this one extra skill point into the build. Get this one other skill maxed out because you were missing 1 point from it. But for some builds, even with this into consideration, I still need one more skill point. Some of the builds I've theory crafted myself, I still need one extra skill point even with this thing in mind on some builds. To get that one other passive to level 5 because it's level 4. Yeah, +2 to all quas skills, not relic quas skills, and +1 and another +1 that can roll on a blue item if you're lucky to 2 other different skills. Which means a total of +2 skill points plus another 2, I call them air points, for every other skill you invest in. So let's say this one is 4 but it's actually 6, and this one is 8 but it's actually 10, and so on. So based on how many skills you've invested into, you're saving a specific amount of skill points. It varies from build to build. It varies from build to build the total amount of skill points you can save. But of course, the more skills you invest into, the more skill points you're gonna be saving. But you shouldn't spread yourself too much into investing into too many skills. Unless you're just one-tapping something just to get it to cast, or you're getting 4/6 for the tier 2 bonus. But that's still 4 points, it's not a small investment. Even 4 points is a decent investment of skill points when 60 is the limit. I like it though. I like how we can customize. I just wish we had a little bit more points. Maybe 1, maybe 5. For some builds, as I said, with my total min-max squeeze it drive from every possible place, I still felt like I needed 1 point. On other builds I felt like I needed another 5 points or 4 points. I'm saving my energy for the boss to burst it. That's why I was not using chaotic strikes now. I need a heal. Come here, just come here, show yourself. It's not gonna come. My pet's keeping it busy. Let's see what dropped. Oh, I'm already getting items I can't wear. Oh yeah, it's time for Mapworks, I think. It's probably time for Mapworks. And they didn't say they're gonna create +1 to all relics queues. I already have an idea of how we can get a mini set. Weapon plus offhand. The weapon gives you +1 to all relic skills active, all relic active skills, and when you have the offhand equipped, the weapon gives you another +1 to all relic active skills. And maybe the offhand could give you +1 to all relic passive skills. Or maybe the offhand could be something that doesn't do anything. It's gonna be too overpowered if the weapon gives you +1 and then another +1 to the passive, because the passives go up to 5. And 2 out of 5, that's a big invest. That's too much. That's overpowered. That's 40%. So let's say the offhand is something completely different. Maybe the offhand could give you +1 to all relic active skills, and another +1 to all relic active skills when a specific weapon is equipped, and that specific weapon could probably give you something different, like, for example, increasing the duration of... No, I got it. Decreasing the energy required from 200 to 175 or 150. The energy spent total required for getting this skill. Every relic has one such skill. So let's say the weapon makes it to decrease the total cost required by 25. So if you only have the weapon, it's 175 total energy needed spent. But if you have the weapon and the offhand, it's 150 energy total spent. And that way you don't have that much of an overpowered mini set, but you also have a pretty fun and pretty nice mini set. You can get +2 or +1 relic active skills from the offhand, and you can get the total cost spent reduction for this one from 200 down to 175 or 150. I think it won't be too overpowered. I mean, let me know what you think, guys. If you think it's a good idea, let me know. If you think it's a bad idea, I'm gonna send it as feedback to the devs as a suggestion. I already sent them feedback about, I'm gonna show you, about needing items that reduce the cost, or items that give us back energy after spending energy. And then a few weeks after that, I'm not sure if it's a coincidence, most likely it's just a coincidence, I see the arc powered legs. The arc powered legs allows you, after using a specific skill, to get back a certain amount of energy. Arc powered pants. This one. So in this case it's Conjure Electrode. You have 10% chance to get 25 relic energy. If you have 3 pieces of the set, you can get 20% chance. This didn't used to be like that before the patch, so I really wanted for them to make some sort of an item that has a chance to give us back some relic energy after casting a specific skill. It's a good item. I think even without the set bonus, it's good to have it only on builds that use that skill. So Conjure Electrode, we'll see how it goes for this build once I have all the skill points. That's gonna be tomorrow though. I don't have much time left today, but tomorrow there's gonna be me continuing this build and hopefully finalizing it. But yeah, I think this is a great way of making a mini set of weapon offhand, the same way the Bone Razor Bone Walker works. It's gonna be fun. Maybe the weapon will be too overpowered if it goes to 150. So just make it have make the weapon have the 175, and just to make the weapon empowering the offhand, and the offhand being a focus, not a shield this time around. And it could be I think there's a perfect thing that they can use as a design. They already have it designed. They don't have to design a new model for the offhand. I'm gonna show you. Where did it go? Where is the reliquary? Oh, I guess I don't have it yet. But the reliquary, it has like a glowing, not glowing, but it has a rotating crystal, and they can just use this rotating crystal, or whatever it is, and maybe make a small arc above it, the same way it is on the reliquary, and just make that one be the model of the offhand, and just come up with some interesting design for a sword. I know development of designs and models takes a lot of time. It's not something that they can make and whip up in a week. It needs at least a month, 2 months maybe. It's not something that's that easy to make. But I'm gonna suggest the idea. I mean, what have we got to lose? It either gets approved or it doesn't. Let's do this, boss. But I think it's a great idea for an item, and I think it's gonna be overpowered if the weapon has a second bonus. So if it's like the Bone Razor Bone Walker, the weapon only has one bonus, but it empowers the other item. And I think that's the way to do it. Otherwise, it's gonna be OP. So reducing the cost, the total cost required from 200 to 175, 25 less total energy required to build the relic activation seems like a reasonable 12.5% decrease of the cost, the total cost required. No. I tried teleporting, but the teleporting didn't interrupt my casting. I pressed my spacebar. Alright, I'm gonna do Mapworks. It's time for Mapworks.
You look ill. Can I offer you a drink? See you next time.
Enough with the Fazier. Mapworks is more fun to do. And the Fazier is just too much of a non-casual friendly system. Definitely not casual friendly at all. Only one try, it resets you back a few levels when you fail. It doesn't give you any bonus when doing it solo compared to in a team. In a team, at least you have others that can res you. So it's a little bit easier in a team. Others have 2 minutes to res you now. It used to be 45 seconds, now it's 2 minutes. It's just the way how punishing Faziers is doesn't fit this game. It's more punishing than Path of Exile in a game that doesn't seem to want to be more punishing than Path of Exile. I think the best way to make it casual friendly is make X wives, 0 lives on ridiculous, maybe 0 lives on painful, 1 extra life on hard, 1 extra life on normal, and maybe 2 extra lives on practice. Something like that. That could make it a little bit more casual friendly, allow some room for mistakes. Because even in Path of Exile you have 6 lives, 6 map portals. If you fail you can return. In Wolsen you have what? 3 extra lives, so you can die 3 times and resurrect, so that's a total of 4 lives in Wolsen. And it just doesn't fit this game to be more punishing than Path of Exile and Wolsen, more limiting in regards to the rifting system. I would understand something like Grimdawn's Bastion of Chaos, where you have a dungeon with a boss that's always the same layout and you have always the same bosses and things like that, like Bastion of Chaos, Steps of Torment, Port of Valbury, the roguelike versions. But in a rifting system, roguelike seems to not fit the build that much when you only have 1 life. It kind of feels off in a rifting system to not have at least 1 extra life or something. I guess maybe I'm just too much of a filthy casual and and that's why. How's my XP? 840. What level enemies am I doing? 53 level with a 54 weapon. Okay, not too bad for one-handed. Did I do the quest? There we go. Just died 3 times. Oh, wax. I haven't had any wax in a while. Which country and what server are you playing on? You can press Ctrl and D and then open Notepad or any other text editor and paste. So Ctrl and D and then paste, and look at the bottom, the ping and the server you're connected to. Right now we have an Asian server, which I assume is in Singapore. We've got US East and US West servers, and we've got an EU West. I think that's the server and nodes we've got right now. They're working on an Australian server, but they were having some terrible syncing between the Australian server and the main server, and it was resulting in some very annoying desyncs and bugs that you just wouldn't want to see. So for now, until they figure it out, they are saying that they're not gonna rush the Australian servers. You're having certain problems like quest progress resetting. So you definitely wouldn't want to see quest progress resetting and having to redo quests. So yeah, for now I guess Australian people would have to wait. If any Australian person is watching right now, I think Australia is connecting to a Singapore server or whatever the Asian server is located. But normally they go for Singapore when it's Steam servers and stuff. I mean, I'm assuming they're using probably Steam servers. Do you think Electrode is better than the Flaming Relic or Blood Drinker for a dual mage? What is a dual mage? Travis, welcome, and could you explain what a dual mage is? I really have no idea what you mean by that. I mean, right now any relic is good as long as you synergize it well. As long as you get the right skills and passives and the right items to boost those skills and passives, the relic is like an extra flavor, extra spice. Oh, a disc mage, okay. I was thinking that there's some sort of like a battle mage or something that you're thinking. Okay, so for a disc mage, so here is the thing. Do you want survivability? Do you want damage? Do you want crowd control? What do you want on your mage? What do you want to be? Do you want a glass cannon or not? If you want a more tanky mage with healing, you probably would go for the Blood Drinker and Drain. Drain is my favorite skill in the game. I'm not afraid to say it. It's my one top favorite skill. It's just fun. It's just fun. It gives you healing and it gives you okay AoE damage. I like it. I like it on squishy classes like the Mage and the Sharpshooter. I just love Blood Drinker and Drain. And you can see my Sharpshooter build I recently made, and maybe make something similar on the Mage. It's not gonna be difficult. You just need to kind of do the same relic skills with slight differences, and then just spend the rest of the points on your Mage. You're 72 ping EU West. I am at, what I'm seeing right now is 51 ping. Sometimes I go to 70, 80 ping in EU, but most of the time it's 51 or 49 or 48, something like that. So maybe something might have happened, like a wax spike or something. It could have been a hiccup of the internet. It could have been a hiccup of the connection between the server and your ISP. I don't know, but I've not been having much wax lately. Are you using a summoner build? If you're using a summoner build with a lot of summons, maybe that could also be causing some hiccups in the connection. But yeah, Travis, I think you gotta realize what you want from the disc mage. If you want a more sustain of your HP, and if you want some damage reduction that you can get from a buff, I think Blood Drinker is amazing. If you want good damage, then go for Electrode or Flaming Destroyer. If you want crowd control, the Ice Relic is amazing. If you want summons, obviously the Poison Relic, because it gives you minion damage. You can get minion damage on the other relics. You still have a summon. You still have an Ice Golem summon on the Ice Relic, but it's not the same. It's just not the same as the Bane Relic.
See you next time.
I just found a new weapon that probably is better than mine if I get the electric damage on it. Let's see, what shall it be for the weapon? electric. No. Please don't make me get 4 times shock bolts in a row. Okay, at least it's not the same stat multiple times in a row. Fortunately, I'm out of green powder. I forgot that I would need to stockpile on green powder, but maybe I can get some from here. No. Needed a few more levels. I think I'm gonna be done for tonight. It's 30 minutes past midnight almost. It's getting too late here, and I normally stream until around 12:30, half past midnight. But tomorrow I'm gonna start streaming again earlier than normal. So probably around noon, UK time noon. Probably 2 in the afternoon Eastern European time, because I'm from Bulgaria. So let's say around 12 noon UK time or 1 noon UK time. It depends when I wake up. Honestly, I can't tell you for sure, but let's say 2, maximum 3 in the afternoon my time. I should be up. I should have had my breakfast and I should be ready to stream. You say when you group 10 mobs you have desync audio and a whack. Okay, that's definitely something going on out there. If even the audio is desyncing, I don't know, maybe it's better to report it. Can you go to note and try and maybe report it and include I don't know what to include. I mean, the control and the information wouldn't be better to include, but it's probably better to maybe send your WOC files to feedback@ectra.net. You can see on this link, you can see the email, and as for where the WOCs are, let me quickly find, I'm gonna quickly, before I stop my stream, find out where the WOCs folder is. I think they had it written somewhere. Just a moment. Just looking it up. Alright, there we go. I found it. It's gonna be a lot of text, but here's the text. So that's the info. And it was too long of a message. The message was too long. This is the continuation of the message. So if you have some specific bugs that are kind of, I don't know, maybe something like that, you might really want to send them WOCs, and hopefully the WOC helps them figure out what could be happening. This is the best advice I can give you. Hopefully it does help the devs, and hopefully it was an issue that they could address. So yeah, I guess thanks Struckwap again for sticking with me for another stream. I will finish this build tomorrow, and hopefully we get at least 1 or 2 of the legendary items for the Legendarium, and finish our Celestial set pieces that we need. Keep it cool, until next time, and goodbye from me.